Thursday.
The 23rd of March.
The 23rd of March.
2006.
2006.
This is episode 21.
That's a lot, man.
Of the Nodfast.
There are several of them now.
Yeah. That's crazy. Crazy.
Almost 24.
Your usual suspects in the building here. That would be myself, Paul. I'm joined by
That's
Matt.
one person, not two people.
Matt and Josh. So we've got a few things to kick into. First being London, New York could be underwater by 2100.
But not if the president's staff gets to the document first.
That's right. This is going to be a recurring thing. I think even
well,
in the show.
These two go together here.
Yeah, exactly.
Sure do.
We just watched another piece about this.
60
Minutes did. They're just about Hansen, the scientist for NASA who has basically kind of foreseen a tipping point in the global warming.
He's been slapped down because he tells the scientific evidence.
Yeah, exactly.
Bad.
Yeah.
That is potentiality.
As you were saying earlier, I don't think any political policy is going to change the melting point of
or the boiling
point of water.
Chemistry is not at the whim of the Republican Party. Thank God. Or all of a sudden our blood would start boiling accidentally or something because they pass
blow up for no reason.
Things you don't want to happen.
And it's an interesting situation how you're talking about because here's the dude saying all this stuff and they're censoring him or whatever, but it's obviously turned into a mildly hot potato.
Oh yeah,
right. It's a political nightmare for them now because they can't fire him.
No.
Because then they're the people that fired the guy who was telling the scientific evidence, spouting scientific evidence.
Well, and there's no good way for them to play it, so they're going to basically have to start finding a way to appease critics or do something to throttle them.
Yeah, the unfortunate thing though is this is all matters is what people hear.
Right.
Your average American doesn't go, well, I don't know if I believe what the president's advisors said about this scientific thing. I will study it on my own. Your average person doesn't even really understand what the hell the greenhouse effect is, what greenhouse gas even means,
right?
And what the significance is.
I think that being one of the great points of that 60 Minutes piece, the guy that was editing Hansen was a former lawyer and former lobbyist.
What is he, a scientist? No, he's a lawyer. Before he worked for the White House, he was a lobbyist for the petroleum industry.
Yeah.
So that's why he had crossed out the entire section that said energy production contributes to greenhouse. No, bullshit.
Bullshit.
No. Burning coal makes flowers grow. We need to write that down.
These are creative musings you seem to be having here. That's not what we do in science here. We don't really just sit around
my
and
experimental musings I have.
That's right. Well, so what else do we have? Oh,
well, and we're talking about London being flooded. Now we're talking about France and their every 3-week riots. It seems now.
Yep.
Yeah,
I think they were rioting about something like cheese or something. Now I don't know.
I think they were rioting because the riots yesterday weren't big enough.
Yeah, it was the anti-riot riots.
Yeah.
They're rioting in the name of no more riots.
This is why are they on the 7th Republic? France is basically the Republic of France has been destroyed and rebuilt pretty regularly. I think they're due for another one. Is what it comes down to. It's time for a revolution, and then there'll be like a Muslim republic
potentially,
and that would freak out everybody in France.
But this is sort of in a way, I guess this is sort of an illustration of this is sort of how France works. They keep their government in check by doing this shit, and no, it's not.
It's our fault at this point.
Is it?
That whole liberty thing? They were like,
they started believing it.
We'll help out with your revolution. Now then they're like, hey, now we're gonna do it. Let's fuck this shit up. Then they're like, liberté, and then stab everybody and cut their heads off and shit.
Actually, maybe what it is, maybe it's that Bill O'Reilly campaign about boycotting.
They're all upset.
Yeah, maybe they're just all upset.
They're upset about freedom fries too.
Because maybe it really did work, and maybe they're just starving people there now in France, and so they have no other thing to do but to riot. Because it was an economic boycott, and Bill O'Reilly quoted this fiction.
Yeah, and I'm sure Bill O'Reilly never brought any French goods either.
No,
that's bullshit.
No, man. But the best part is he quoted on his show this magazine he made up called the Paris Business Review. Said that France had lost more than $1 billion from our boycott already. And there is no such thing, obviously, as the Paris Business Review. Someone registered it and has a great parody side
it's
of
Paris
him.
Paper Town.
The Paris Tribune.
Yes.
I'm from said it was in English.
Yeah,
it
I was going to say, why would there be something
La
called
Travion Paris?
Yeah.
La Travion.
Paris Business Review? Huh? That's it. That's what it's called, Bill.
It takes me back to whenever they were throwing bottles of like champagne down the sewer, and it's like
you already bought it, asshole.
Yeah, you're retarded.
Now you're just wasting expensive things you imported from France.
It doesn't really. Yeah, it doesn't really.
It doesn't make you not buy it.
just makes you be a jackass and not get to appreciate it.
This is how much I hate France.
I hate France so much I will import this item to destroy it.
So I think that France should try to get rioting on the next Olympics as a sport.
They would totally win,
They
I
would
think.
kick everybody's ass.
But we would have a lot of players from Detroit.
Right, right.
And we would do okay.
Watts.
Or L.A.
L.A., I think L.A. for sure.
Speaking of hate,
I hate crashing things.
Barbara Bush earmarked Katrina donations for her son's company.
I think that's love.
She actually donated Katrina itself, didn't she?
Yeah, right.
I think so.
It's one of the Bush family pets.
I think
they raise tornadoes and hurricanes.
I think that's an amazing example of some love there. I mean, even in the worst of situations, she finds a way to funnel money to her son. I mean, how much of a
it's not very much funneling as it's like, hey, you're obligated to buy software from my son who wants to make the robots. Remember we talked about this jackass before with his weird ass software-y thing.
He's such a prick. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So it's like that's what I'm saying. This is not benefiting anybody but Neil fucking Bush.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, no, it wasn't that only grant. It was like a partial stipulation, I thought.
It was a stipulation for her grant.
Right, but she gave the money though
to her son by way of the guise of a charitable donation.
Yeah, it's pretty shady.
They're also poor anyway.
Right, that's what I'm saying. You're not really giving to a charity here. You're just giving money to your son's company.
And it's like blatant. It's not even. They're not even
it's
trying
not
to
even
cover
slick.
It up.
It's yeah.
It's like, well, we got like a fucking war. Everybody's worried about.
Why cover it up when you don't have to?
Right.
Nothing will happen. Is anybody going to get shelled?
No.
This will be featured on the Nodfast and on liberalmoron.com and like 14 other things that only people who already feel that way listen to.
Wait,
so
what the Barbara Bush bit?
Yeah.
Houston Chronicle. What's this about The Office to air web only episodes this summer?
I thought it was a matter of time before they started doing this shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really smart, and it's actually a deliberate thing that I guess NBC has gone to the producers of their shows, the different production companies that make programs for NBC, and said, we want you to come to us with a concept that's more than just a television show, because we want to draw people in. And they have actually, The Office is a show that NBC, after they started selling episodes on iTunes, they increased their viewership.
Yeah.
Like it went up dramatically after people started downloading the show. So they're like, there's something to this. There's something to drawing people in with, in that case, pay content. But I think in some of this NBC stuff, it's going to be web only episodes of stuff with minor characters. I think they had said with the not so major characters.
Right, right.
And
so it doesn't
people
cost
eat
as
that
much.
stuff up, man.
Absolutely.
So TV RSS, you basically like pay money.
No, it's not a pay.
Oh, it's not.
No, TV RSS is just a site that has different RSS feeds for different TV things that you can subscribe to in different BitTorrent clients. So you can set it to automatically download a show without you ever having to intervene.
That's beautiful.
Oh. So it's not legal.
It's not illegal. It's not inherently illegal.
It
depends upon how it's used.
It's unregulated.
Right.
It's
like
unregulated.
a VCR,
exactly. Well, it's a little different than a VCR, unfortunately. But that's still how it gets protected.
Right.
Is the Betamax decision is still what protects all the personal video recorders and all that stuff, really. Thank God for Sony in that regard.
Yeah.
They had to fight it. They got sued by all the TV. It's not like this doesn't happen every new piece of technology.
Right, right.
Audio has an embedded recording thing now you can actually put on a blog, which means anybody with a microphone could record and post audio responses onto your site.
That's
which
great.
is really kind of neat, especially if you're dealing with something that's audio content for us to have.
Sure.
So somebody wouldn't have to call in over Skype. They wouldn't have to call a number over cell phone or record something and then send us a WAV file.
Right.
It's all built in to the interface on the site. So it's one of those things that You just don't have to think about it. It's a little more straightforward. And then Zuccotta, is it Zuccotta?
Zuccotta.
Zuccotta. The idea is that you can build up for your grandma and people who are really confused by blogs.
Right.
You could actually generate a newsletter from your blog and send that as an email message to people.
Right.
Which is good for people who maybe don't have web access either, but might be able to pop email off somewhere or on their phone or whatever else maybe that doesn't inherently have anything built in it as an interface for good old RSS content.
That's right.
So I was interested in this professional blogger stuff because on C-SPAN a lot, they have, be it the little book show that they used to have, or one thing, a lot of people talk about sort of changing their career to a blogger, and I never understood how that.
How you decide that's going to be your career.
Well, how
you decided. I think I'm going to start writing for the. I mean, it almost is like writers. I guess so. It's something like newspaper. People could transition into it if you're already established as a writer.
That's not usually how it works, though.
But now, no.
It's not usually people from traditional moving into it.
Sure, no, it's not because it's a pretty small percentage of overall blogs.
But if you got a blog and a lot of people are going to
that are getting syndicated.
Right, but this particular thing was actually a job, like basically a site that I read quite often, Download Squad, said, hey, if you review software, and basically I could do it, and I really thought about it, but I don't have any writing content already.
Skills,
I'd have to. No, I have reviewing skills. I just haven't done it. But it would just be interesting as a you could start out as a side thing, and the other thing is it's right up my alley because I do in fact install software every day, download something new and install it basically every day of the 5 of 7 days of the week, usually probably more like 6. Just on different machines and try new stuff out, and so I don't know. It would be interesting. It would be interesting to see how easy it would be to push yourself into making it something that made income for yourself.
Yeah.
Either the blog or the audio or the podcast or a vidcast or whatever else, just generating content that you are somehow getting income from. And I think a lot of it would probably be, if you're doing it yourself, would be ad-based income.
Yeah.
But for some place like Download Squad, they actually pay you. I mean, I don't know if it's hourly. It's probably per piece, more than likely. But it'd be interesting. This interesting thing to think about.
So this.
We have this
New
Michael
York
Crichton
Times essay.
New York Times Michael Crichton essay about how basically, and there was a thing on NPR about this as well, about this company. They found a correlation between vitamin deficiency, I believe it was, a certain B vitamin deficiency,
B12 deficiency,
and a certain medical condition of some kind.
Homocysteine.
But the idea being is that they find out the correlation, and then they patented a test for it, but they then patented the fact itself.
They patented a fact.
They patented a scientific fact that they had discovered.
Right. How does that work?
How can you
So by even using this information, you are violating their patent.
Our patent system has gone.
Our patent system is ridiculous.
Awry, askew by far.
I mean, you can patent animals.
Yeah.
You can patent a genome in the way the patent system is set up.
Can you patent a new patenting system? Maybe.
I bet you could.
But
the point being is that we're at a horrible crossroads that if this stuff holds up, corporations will own scientific facts.
Right.
That it can't be printed or discussed or used for any purpose without, meaning you couldn't do any research that was based on this. It'd be like it would imagine someone they discover that diabetes was related to insulin.
Right.
And they patent that.
Right.
To where no one can make insulin, no one can do any research to help diabetes unless you pay whoever figured this information out.
Or say if somebody owned the rights to, I don't know, this global warming fact or these global warming.
Well, if that was the case, Bush would buy it.
That joke.
And sue anyone who used it.
Right.
That joke. Speaking of Bush, that's a real screen grab from Fox News there. That little graphic there that
it says what?
Bush's look at progress, encouraging the U.S. to look at positive developments in Iraq on occupation's 3-year anniversary. Related stories: violence in Iraq kills 39, and U.S. probes alleged Iraq massacre.
And that's Fox News, man.
Yeah,
they're
so
like trying to make it.
Not looking too good there for our buddy George.
Our buddy.
Yeah, I think he's having a hard time.
Man, I've been getting a kick out of these press conferences lately.
Oh, they're
I've
wonderful.
not watched them.
But yeah,
He's like
squirming.
Yeah, he'll start like making small talk with reporters and shit.
Doesn't he start getting angry at the end of them usually though?
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah,
he said
this.
He said he had no. What was that clip that you played where it's like, I know, I didn't say that Saddam Hussein was connected to 9/11.
Yeah, they
fucking cut right to the State of the Union when he
he says it.
Yeah,
we should put a link up to that. It's Keith Olbermann on Countdown was basically saying, "What the f are you talking about?"
Right. Yeah, and then along the lines of the things we've tried to do to make it look like we're doing something. The basic concept that airport screening for weapons is ridiculous. I personally know people who've brought like 7-inch blades, accidentally didn't realize they were in their carry-on onto a flight and flew through multiple airports.
Sure.
I think the failure rate on knives was like 30%, on guns like 60% or something horrible. Yeah. And then I guess they did some sort of screen testing where they passed through 21 people with materials to make a bomb, and all 21 of them got through.
Oh, that's great. That's great.
It's just people don't want to hear this, but the airports are flying is no safer than it was before.
No.
Besides that, like
it's just more inconvenient now. It just takes more time.
Yeah, it's slightly notable that the last 3 terrorist attacks in Western countries are on the fucking subway.
Yeah.
All right. So I mean,
something that you can't possibly screen.
Yeah.
You cannot screen people for the subway.
Unless
just a volume of people that move
Nope.
in a particular amount of time, you cannot screen
without
everyone.
rendering it completely useless.
Not until you have the total recall scan thing that everybody runs through.
Right. While I was in Chicago this summer when we were moving back, before we moved back, actually, they had dogs in all of the main terminals of the CTA, and that's
were they jumping through hoops?
That's the best they could do. No, they were bomb dogs. I mean, but they had dogs in every single terminal. It's the best thing that they could possibly do, and that was like July 4th weekend and stuff.
Yeah, but unfortunately, it depends upon how you're looking at this. This security shift windfall is a windfall for your drug traffickers.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Because they're not looking for drugs anymore.
No.
They're looking for bombs and guns and knives, which they didn't really kind of look for so much anymore. I think they were more concerned that you had illegal drugs on you.
Right.
Which, you know what? If your illegal drugs aren't going to blow up in the plane,
not so much of a big deal.
And then you're breaking an already existing law.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to be smoking on that plane anyway.
Right.
You meth head. Well, I wanted to I love Sennheiser.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
That I finally realized that the cable had charted out. And I think I talked about this in one of the other episodes. And online ordered the $20 cable to replace the shorted out one that I had, and got an actual what it looks like very much like a personal email to me.
Yep.
Which you get after a while you kind of detect what's a personal email and what's generated. But from a customer service representative saying, "Hey, this is back ordered. We will probably have it. I think we'll have it next week." Like 7 days. I've never ordered anything that was back ordered 7 days that they sent me anything about.
Right.
That anyone ever sent me anything about.
No.
So buy some Sennheiser shit.
Yeah, and I think even one of the cool parts was about your set of headphones. You said you couldn't really buy that set of headphones.
They don't make them anymore, but you can buy the parts to make them
and build them yourselves. So
they make every part.
Yeah, but. Thanks for joining us for episode 21 of the Nodfast. We will, of course, be back with you next week. We're not sure if what day of the week we're going to keep consistent.
Yeah, this is a Thursday, which is we did it on Thursday last week. It was Black Alicious' fault this week.
Yeah. We'll
throwing my chi off.
Yeah, we'll figure out. We'll try to get back onto a regular day here. So, thanks for joining us. Email us if you'd like to. Visit us at nodfast.com. And check out the Technonifier.
Coming up, quote unquote, next.
That's right.